Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco. Tonight, the Asian American Arts Foundation proudly presents the 1999 Golden Ring Awards. Please meet your host for the evening, voted one of the coolest people in LA by Buzz Magazine, the queen of comedy. You've seen her as the grandma in All American Girl, and starring in Dim Sum, Seinfeld, Paulie, and The Naked Truth, and her award-winning one-woman play, Tokyo Bound. Our Mistress of Ceremonies, Amy Hill.
Hi, everybody! As you see, the fog's rolling in here in San Francisco, as we all knew it would be. Oh my God, you know, when I first arrived in San Francisco, I was a tour guide. And I'd only been here for 2 weeks. So I'd ask the bus driver, what's that tree? What's that? And he'd like tell me what stuff was, and then I'd translate, because I was a Japanese tour guide. I mean, I spoke Japanese to the Japanese tourists, and I had no idea about anything in San Francisco. But I learned quickly about the fog in the summer. We would go to Golden Gate Bridge, and we could never see it. So it'd be like, oh, you know, if you could see it, the bridge is right over there. Anyway, it's a thrill being here this evening, and, you know, you all look real good. I look fabulous, don't I? Because none of this belongs to me. This was a wonderful favor that was done for the Golden Ring Awards by Cicada, the boutique on Sutter Street. This was all lent to me this evening so that I could look glamorous. Thank you very much. My mother will be very happy. Anyway, we should just move along because we have the mayor waiting backstage. We're very excited. Our first performers this evening are very cool and hip, and you know, they first got down on national radio, winning the Sprite contest for rap. Yes. And guess what? They just happen to be 3 Asian American young brothers from Philly. Yeah! Philly out there in the house. Who are getting down all over the place. In your mind and in your face. That's right. And they're going to get down for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, with their special guest, DJ Roly Roll and Style Elements, please welcome the Mountain Brothers.
Come on, y'all, check this out. People stop and stare
as he rocks like this. It's like this. As he rocks like this. It's like this. As he rocks like this.
Yo, what's up, y'all? How you feeling tonight?
Everybody doing tonight?
How you guys doing? How you guys doing?
Mountain Brothers from Philadelphia.
With the Mountain Brothers, y'all. What's up?
Yo.
Say galaxies, chops.
And bees throughout the
Help us out on this. Say galaxies, peril.
And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies, styles. And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies.
Take it to the next level. Seems like this past night I fantasized we wasn't just your average guys with a dream, but no clean-cut way to have that. It's fair enough for me to grab at, collecting paydays, relaxing with a special lady.
That is for the show, baby.
But if rap can pay my rent and gas, then all the rest is gravy. Hasn't been since '89, my hell time slips away. Now we'll flip this page, script another chapter. Mountain Brothers, universal as we inching up our stature.
Vision the rapture, wish to capture this millennium. Perennial bliss with synonym. Missions to hatch out 97, mine's 11. Search and find my brethren. C's, pause, MBRs, and B stars allow me
Increasing your depth perception, the best selection, the next direction. I leave it up to you back to guess the question.
As I bless the session,
How could y'all discuss them busters even touch this
when it's just a reflection.
My man's critical raps invincible like scratch pickles and next Getting femmes confessing, expressing predilection for sex and affection when I finesse them.
Philadelphia Asiatic.
Representing from the West End section, destined for presidential election.
Say galaxies, chops.
And bees throughout the galaxies.
Say galaxies, peril.
And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies, styles. And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say
galaxies. Take it to the next level, haha.
No more letters of rejection, no more getting corrections. Music's headed in directions that's better than perfection. Making veteran connections, joining old and new. It's the triad, coin the golden crew. But holding true, avoid living out temptation. No longer giving out demonstrations free, cause now we're without limitations,
What's that to say? Infatuated with me. Actually, it's funny how I tried to get your honey brown eyes. A year ago was so back, and now I'm Cyrano de Bergerac. Nah, I'm not mad. It's only natural for me to get on the days past. Back then, I wasn't slacking either.
True indeed, pursuing needs. Stop, negate the fallacies. Doing these, they grew seeds to populate the galaxies. Galaxies, chops.
And bees throughout the galaxies.
Say galaxies,
peril.
and bees throughout the galaxy. Say galaxies, styles.
And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies. Take it to the next level, haha.
Hated having to wait, can you relate? The man's got a hand in your plate from the date you hand him a tape. Understand it, that's the breaks. Got to take your chances and gamble the stakes. Cause I'm about expanding my fate like Alexander the Great. I got handsome advances to make with jams that I create. Dates and friends enhance the shape with fans that can't even translate.
Damn straight.
But we await the chance to take the stand and enhance debate with answers. Mad brains to emancipate with
Take it to
answers.
the next level. Take a glance at greatness. Don't take life for granted. Fake types are stranded to waste. Mics get branded, embraced, never abandoned on slates. We write the standard.
Like the planet inside a riot when fans get excited. And bees, sons collided, now get funding mad corpulent. Run things in a multi-corporate forfeit.
True.
First in order, Mountain Brothers rise, continuous in orbit.
Say galaxies,
Jobs
And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies,
peril.
and bees throughout the galaxy. Say galaxies,
styles. And bees throughout the galaxy.
Say galaxies. East Coast, don't stop till we rule the galaxy. Galaxies. West Coast, won't stop till we rule the galaxies. Galaxies. Down south, don't stop till we rule the galaxies. Galaxies. Midwest, won't stop till we rule the galaxies. Galaxies. Worldwide, don't stop till we rule the galaxies. Yo, we are the Mountain Brothers. With the Golden Ring Awards. Everybody for coming out. Peace. Yeah.
Brothers from the east with the beat that we follow.
Philadelphia. Our first award tonight is the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award was created to recognize an artist whose life work represented the highest achievement in a given field. Here to present this award to our recipient is a man who really needs no introduction, but you know what the heck? I'll introduce him anyway. The mayor of San Francisco, the Honorable Mayor Willie Brown.
What a great choice of music. I am delighted to join the Asian American Arts Foundation in pausing for a moment to say to persons in film, photography, persons who direct and write and just perform, we believe that the message you are attempting to convey and deliver represents exactly what we should have in America. And where best is to do it than in San Francisco, California, the city of extraordinary diversity, a city who celebrates. The recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award personifies all of those things. I first met Janice in the 60s, and at that time I thought this wild, absolutely incredible person, who is she? A Japanese youngster who lived in the internment camps, a time when shame must be the only description brought to that time in our period in America. She moved from the internment camp, as did so many other Japanese Americans, back into the regular world. In the regular world, that spirit and that gene trait of social activism, she became what we call a radical for change, a person wishing to make a difference, a person desperate to make sure that all of us achieved a level of equality. But as she moved through her radical years, it became clear that she was gifted with an extraordinary talent, the ability to put together words and phrases in a rhythmic fashion. She became known almost quickly as a poet, continuing her commitment to her art and her craft, but the overwhelming demand that was upon her to be a community leader and the real social activist. She, of course, became the co-partner of Cecil Williams at Glide, the most revered and respected organization of social change in the city and county of San Francisco. I think that her poetry best describes who she really is. Nothing is more fitting than to have one of her contemporaries in just a moment demonstrate in living fashion through the spoken word who this woman really is. Let me ask Genevieve Lee to do a piece from We the Dangerous, a book written by Janice Mirikitani.
We the Dangerous. I swore it would not devour me. I swore it would not humble me. I swore it would not break me. And they commanded we dwell in the desert, our children be spawn of barbed wire and barracks. We, closer to the earth, squat, short-thighed, knowing the dust better. And they would have us make the garden, rake the grass to soothe their feet. We, akin to the jungle, plotting with the snake, tails shedding in civilized America. And they would have us skin their fish, deft hands like blades, sliding back flesh, bloodless. We, who awaken the river, ocean's child, whale eater. And they would have us strange-scented women, round-shouldered, strong and yellow, like the moon, to pull the thread to the cloth, to loosen their backs massaged in myth. We, who fill the secret bed, the sweatshops, the laundries. And they would dress us in napalm, skin shred to clothe the earth, bodies filling pock-marked fields, dead fish bloating our harbors. We, the dangerous, dwelling in the ocean, akin to the jungle, close to the earth. Hiroshima, Vietnam, Tule Lake. And yet we were not devoured, and yet we were not humbled, and yet we are not broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to our friend, poetess, social activist, community leader, Janice Mirikitani.
Thank you. And thank you, Mayor Brown, for that introduction. You know, what I appreciate about Mayor Brown is not only is he a great mayor, but he has been a supporter and an advocate for the arts and for our Asian communities for decades. So I look forward to 4 more years, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank the Asian Arts Foundation for this very, very meaningful award. Jeff Adachi, Saks Kitashima, and the memory of Sandra Sakata. You know, Jeff told me that I had 90 seconds to respond to this, but I think I may take 100 seconds, if you don't mind. It is, after all, once in a lifetime. What makes this award so meaningful is that it comes from home, from my own community. And I believe that we cannot forget from where we come. I congratulate my fellow honorees this evening and those pioneers in film and print and music. As artists and activists, you've helped to shape a culture in this schism between America and our homelands. You've taught us that we must celebrate our roots and that despite adversity, we have made ourselves stronger. As Asian Pacific Islander Americans and immigrants, we have had to define ourselves in America and correct those stereotypes that would attempt to minimize and to humanize us. We know the face of racism and the margins where we've had to dance. We create our own solid ground, and we stand there strongly. And there are those who have led us, enabled us to tell our own stories. So I am compelled to remember grandparents and parents who bear light, despite the walls of darkness of the Angel and Ellis Islands, and the walls of the barracks of internment camps, and the slave holds of railroad workers and farm workers, and plantation and cannery and sweatshop workers. They will not let us forget from where we come. When my mother broke her silence to testify about the camps that imprisoned us during World War II, her voice commanded that I break my silence and always fight and write against apathy and dominion. And I thank our community activists who have created a corridor of light from the first generations to the youth and the future generations, so we never lose sight of our connectedness. And of course, I thank my family, my extended one at Glide Church, and my husband, Cecil Williams, whose voice of compassion and justice has been a light for thousands, but especially for me, as I stumbled in my journey from self-rejection as a Japanese American woman to self-discovery. His love has helped me understand our essential connection to one another. Indeed, our lives are reflected, each of us to the other. And finally, I thank my daughter, who reminds me that we are in a circle of powerful women. From great to grandmother to you of this generation, I say, may you see your beauty reflected there in that golden ring of light. And may you continue to tell your stories, break the silences and the walls of glass and concrete that would oppress or limit you, and sing the melodies of your own life. Thank you, thank you.
Yes, she is truly remarkable. And now, I want to introduce somebody very special to all of us. In 1995, a group of 25 community activists representing all Asian cultures as well as non-Asians joined together to create the Asian American Arts Foundation. The mission of the foundation was to support and promote the work of Asian American artists and to provide financial support to struggling API artists. To illustrate its goal, the foundation began the Golden Ring Awards in 1995. Here to tell you more about the foundation is its chairman and producer of this show, Mr. Jeff Adachi.
On behalf of the Asian American Arts Foundation, I want to thank each of you for being a part of the third biannual Golden Ring Awards. I can't, and there's so many people to thank tonight, but I do want to thank each of you for coming out and making a difference. When we decided to do this award show, the two things that we heard was, you got to do it in Los Angeles, you can't do it in San Francisco because people won't come out. And you all proved that that's definitely wrong. And the second thing is that Asian Americans would not support artists, that we would rather be scientists and engineers and lawyers and all those other things. And I think that while Asian Americans have achieved success in many areas, the one great challenge that remains to our community is to support the artists. Art is so important to our everyday survival, to our self-dignity, to the image that we hold of ourselves, and the image that our children will hold of who we are. And for this reason, we hope that the Golden Ring Awards is just one small step to representing the talent that we have in our community. We know it's there. We've got to promote it. We've got to support it. And our very first goal in the Asian American Arts Foundation was to provide education and financial grants. And I'm proud to say that since 1995, we provided $120,000 in financial grants. A very small drop in the bucket, but it made a difference. Our second goal was to empower ourselves through the work. And hopefully, by funding artists, we have helped to achieve this goal in some small way. I think the greatest challenge that awaits us at the cusp of the year 2000 is whether we're willing to do what it takes to achieve that goal. I'm very proud of the Elmo Awards, the Hispanic Awards, the NAACP Awards, and there's no reason why Asian Americans, with the talent that we have just in this room, among our honorees, can't do the same. I know we can do it. That's the hope, and that's the dream of every aspiring artist, and we hope to support that in the future. There are, again, so many people to thank. I'd like to thank all of our corporate sponsors, Taiseng Video Marketing and AT&T, who have been with us since the very beginning in 1995. and really took a risk on an idea that everybody thought was crazy. Our new sponsors this year, Ford Motor Company and California Bank and Trust, and the signature sponsor of this event, Denny's Restaurant, who came forward to support this event. There were so many other people who were involved in this project: Francis Mill, Sox Kitashima, and the board of the Asian American Arts Foundation, and all of the volunteers, hundreds of them, literally, that put this event on tonight. And so, I know I can't thank everybody, although I would like to, but thank you for your belief in the vision, in the dream, and we hope you have a great time at tonight's event. Thank you very much.
Well, I had the excellent opportunity to be working with our next honoree in the film Bacon de Funk. Anybody see it? I think it was just on TV recently, yeah. Well, it's a story about an Asian kid named Lee who accidentally gets adopted by a black family named Lee. See what I mean? Very high concept. But in case you don't get it, here's a clip from Bacon de Funk.
What you looking at? Ooh.
Everybody wanna be down.
Girl got some background singers on her. Oh my goodness. Lord. What the hell are you looking at? She ain't your type.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, little grasshopper. You need to keep your little breaded shrimp in your pants. Probably comes soy sauce anyway.
Yo, excuse me. You look mad familiar, like I know you from somewhere or something. But if I don't, I would really like to get the opportunity to get to know you. Come on, don't treat a brother like that.
Are you confused?
Come on, what you doing around there anyway?
I'm just hanging out with my girlfriends if it's any of your business.
That's right, you heard your sister, Chinaman, so just go home and watch the Kung Fu Theater because my sister here is only down with the brothers. Ain't that right, sister?
What'd you call him?
Chinaman.
Now why do you have to go there? Well, Mr. Julian,
What you doing?
here is my phone number.
Hey, sister.
Give me a call.
Sis.
Hi. What are you? All right, sis.
Sister, you're confused.
Man, she's all right.
Oh, they're so cute. I'd go out with that guy. In fact, I think I'll slip him my number. He's a good friend of mine, and here to present this award to Tatiana Ali is Tatiana's co-star in Bacon de Funk and the star of the upcoming film, the Mercado Family Debut, which I hear now has been renamed just Debut, Mr. Dante Bosco.
Now, there's one word to describe Tatiana Ali, and that is talent. Simply talent. Many people aspire to it, but this girl's got it going on in every direction. She's an actress who starred in one of the most successful sitcoms of the 90s, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And for over 6 years, Tatiana's become a household face through her portrayal of Will Smith's perky cousin, Ashley. And if that wasn't enough, she starred in a number of films: Jawbreaker, Bacon de Funk, and Fall into Darkness. I personally have had the pleasure of working with Tatiana on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as her boyfriend, and then again I've had the pleasure again of working with her in Bacon de Funk as my girlfriend. So, and you know, it says share something personal. I don't know, personal. The biggest question people ask me when it comes to Tatiana Ali when they meet me, they always say, "Man, what was it like to kiss Tatiana Ali?" And I guess I should just say that I am very lucky. But beyond her talent and her beauty, which she has in mass quantity, I personally was very, very impressed and, you know, just blown away about that this girl actually got brains, and beyond that, very socially conscious, and one night it just blew me away, and I had to give her so much props on that. And she's a freshman at Harvard, and she's done mad theater, and what some people don't know is that She's actually an Asian sister. Her father, Sheriff, who is in the house tonight, is East Indian from Trinidad, and her mother, Sonia, is Panamanian. And the Asian community is proud to claim her as one of our homegrown sisters. Tatiana is an incredible role model for young people, and y'all know that she can sing, right? But as they say, seeing is believing. So let's see the clip.
I started acting when I was 4 years old, and pretty much when you're 4, it's not, I wouldn't even call it acting, you're just kind of having a good time and hanging out with all your other friends. And I'm from New York, so I did a lot of theater, I did commercial work, I did some film, a lot of television. When I was 11 years old, I auditioned for Fresh Prince. It was just another audition, and I got it.
Can we talk about men?
No.
Not even negatively?
What you got? I started when I was 11, but we finished when I was 16. I was just ready to turn 17, so it was like all the really important years of my life I spent on air. So it was at, I think, our 4th season rap party, and everybody was having a good time, and there was a karaoke set up there. So I got up on stage, and I tried to find a really fun song, and the song I ended up finding was Respect. And Will came up on stage, and he was doing the backgrounds with me. And afterwards, the producers asked me if I wanted to sing on the show. And then so I think by the next season, by the 5th season, the last show of that season, they finally got me to do it, and I sang.
Hey DJ, keep playing that song all night, on and on and on. Mr. DJ, DJ. So
after that episode, actually Will asked me if it was something that I considered doing in real life.
Wow. The Emerging Artist Award was created to recognize and encourage an artist of incredible potential, ability, and talent. And I am very thrilled and honored to present the 1999 Emerging Artist Award to a good friend of mine, Miss Tatiana Ali.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very nervous. I'd like to start off by thanking the Asian American Arts Foundation for honoring me this way. It's a little surreal. I'm only 20 years old. And in thinking about that, I guess I am a product of where I come from. And I guess that's who I'll thank. I want to start off by thanking my beautiful parents, Sonia and Sheriff Ali, my 2 wonderful sisters, Anastasia and Kimberly. They gave me incredible, firm foundation, and I guess as that thing said, I did start doing this when I was 4 years old, and you need that kind of foundation to be able to be in this business and to be a performer. I also want to thank everybody I've ever worked with, Dante included, because I've been an apprentice to some incredible artists, incredible actors, James Earl Jones and Billy D. Williams and Will Smith and James Avery, some that are really famous, some that you might not know their names. But they were my role models, they were my teachers. Who else do I thank? My fans. Yes. You know what? Yes, because popularity in this business is a pretty incredible thing. You can be really wonderful, you can have a lot of talent, or maybe you don't, maybe you have a little bit.
But it is all up to the people that put you up on the screen and the people that come up to you and recognize you and appreciate your work. And this is a big deal, and oh my gosh, sing a song. Thank you so very much, and I hope to live up to this honor in the next 70, maybe 80 years of my life. No, hopefully 70. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Have a nice evening.
Years ago, in the summer of 1977, elderly Filipino and Chinese tenants were brutally evicted from the International Hotel. The I Hotel was the last vestige of San Francisco's Manila town, a lively 10-block area that was home to many of the Manongs, the first wave of Filipino immigrants to the West Coast. In 1997, I created I Hotel the Fall to commemorate the 20-year anniversary of the eviction. Working in collaboration with Kearney Street Workshop and with activists and artists from the I Hotel struggle, we created a community-based, site-specific piece of dance theater that brought together history, art, and activism.
Ne me quitte pas, il faut oublier tout, peu s'oublier qui s'enfuit déjà, oublier le temps des malentendus et le temps perdu, à savoir comment oublier ces heures qui tuaient parfois à coup de pourquoi le cœur du bonheur. Ne me quitte pas. Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. Moi, je t'affilerai des balles de pluie venues de pays où il ne pleut pas. Je creuserai la terre jusqu'après ma mort pour couvrir ton corps d'or et de lumière. Je ferai en demain où l'amour sera roi, où l'amour sera le ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. Ne me quitte pas, je t'inventerai des mots insensés que tu comprendras. Je te parlerai de ces amants-là qui ont vu deux fois le cœur s'embraser. Je te raconterai l'histoire de ce roi mort, de n'avoir pas pu te rencontrer. Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. On a vu souvent rejaillir le feu de l'ancien volcan qu'on croyait trop vu. Il est, paraît-il, des terres brûlées, donne plus de blé qu'en meilleur avril. Et combien le soir, pour qu'un ciel flamboie, le rouge et le noir ne s'épousent-ils pas? Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas. Ne me quitte pas, je ne vais plus pleurer, je ne vais plus parler, je me cacherai là, à te regarder, danser et sourire, à t'écouter, chanter et puis rire. Laisse-moi devenir l'ombre de ton ombre, l'ombre de ta main, l'ombre de ton chien. Ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas, ne me quitte pas.
Oh, that was so wonderful. She has stretched the boundaries of contemporary dance by applying her art to the social, political, and human issues of our time. Thank you so much to Ms. Pearl Ubungen.
Thank you. It's a great honor to be here. And first and foremost, I would like to thank my grandfather, Fred Ubungen, who was really the inspiration, the very beginning inspiration for creating I Hotel the Fall, which was a site-specific work that an excerpt was just danced of. And I'd like to also thank my dancers and all the artists who have collaborated with me, as well as all of the groups that come in to work with us, the social groups and community groups that really make community-based art strong and representative of our histories. Thank you very much.
I forgot! I had more stuff to do. I was so excited that I pronounced her name right. It's backstage. Ubungen. 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 Thank God this next guy, I know how to pronounce his name, because he's a really good friend of mine. He is so talented, he's just extraordinary, and he lives about a block from me in Los Angeles. Right now, he's one of the co-stars of ER, that hit show on NBC. So, and he's here to present our next award, Mr. Getty Watanabe.
Hello! Oh my God, how beautiful! I can barely see you, but you know. You know, I have to tell you, your city, I wish LA would get it together, because San Francisco, I used to street sing out in the dome of the Palace of Fine Arts, and all the Germans and all the, you'd put money in my box, which was so incredible. So that's my saga here in San Francisco. I used to street sing down in Chinatown where the Golden Pavilion Dragon, you know, is and everything. And anyway, I'm sorry, I had to tell you this because I love this city. I'm so happy to be here. This city is the best! And I'm here to present an award to actually somebody who I've never met, but only met on screen, who I'm supposed to meet, and this is the Animation Award. So here goes. I'm going to try to read this in, I'm getting older, so it's right here. In creating the Golden Ring Awards ceremony, the Asian American Arts Foundation felt that it was important to recognize all mediums of art. Tonight, for the first time, the foundation recognizes an animator and cartoonist, Chen-Yi Chang. Moving images of drawings have captivated audiences since the beginning of modern cinema. It also captivated the attention of young Chen-Yi, who decided at an early age to become a cartoonist. Growing up in Taiwan, such a desire was unheard of, and certainly surprised his parents, who wanted Chen-Yi to become an engineer. I can relate to that. Sorry, Mom. But she's okay now. I'm earning money, so she's really okay. My mom. She wanted to become a doctor, but I'm playing a nurse on ER, so, you know, it works out. Anyway, it's not about me, I'm sorry. But at the age of 15, Chen-Yi instead went to work for an animation company in China. Chen-Yi's talent was recognized early on. 2 of his animation films won the Golden Harvest Award, the highest honor for independent filmmaking in Taiwan. When Chen-Yi was a college student, sorry, that's the complete sentence. I did go to college. Didn't do very well, but that's all right. He then decided to study animation in the United States, and he immigrated here in 1989 to attend the California Institute of the Arts. In 1991, Chen-Yi was chosen as one of the 5 students nationwide for an internship with Walt Disney. Upon graduation, after working on the animated series Batman, he was chosen by Walt Disney to be the chief character designer for a work in progress called Mulan.
In general, we try to figure out, who the characters are and, what kind of personality they got. Of course, this has a lot of things to do with the story, too. And after we kind of have a rough idea of, who they are and what kind of background they were, then we start to visualize, the personality they got. And then try to just graphically design a look that would associate with that personality. And that's pretty much what character design is about. Yeah. I would say, like Khan, the horse, I had the most fun of, and this is a character I'm really proud of. And because from the very beginning, I has a very clear, vision. I like to see. It is, to me, it is cartoon already. I don't really need to do anything, except the face. We have to make it more, a bit more humanoid.
Send your troops to protect my people.
By order of the Emperor, 1 man from every family must serve in the Imperial Army.
Father, you can't go.
Mulan.
Please, sir. My father has already fought bravely.
Silence!
It is an honor to protect my country and my family.
So you'll die for honor.
I will die doing what's right.
Mulan!
She could be killed.
If I reveal her, she will be.
Soldiers, you will assemble swiftly and silently every morning. Anyone who acts otherwise will answer to me. Fire!
The Huns are moving quickly. We're the only hope for the Emperor now.
Are we in this together or not?
If we die with honor.
I've got an idea.
Come back!
A single grain of rice can tip the scale. 1 man may be the difference between victory and defeat.
The greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter.
I've missed you, Baba.
The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. Mulan.
I have to tell you that none of the actors get to meet the animators. It's a very odd process. So this is an incredible honor for you to meet one of the animators, because we're in this little box and we don't even know the story. And when you see it on stage, like the avalanche, it was just overwhelming. So this is great and a great honor in recognition of 5 years of working with 200 other artists to achieve the beauty and magnificence of the film Mulan. The 1999 Golden Ring Award goes to Chen Yi Chang. Mr. Chang.
Thank you. There's a lot of people here. I don't get to see so many people in the studio, trust me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the AAA Foundation, the Asian American Arts Foundation, not the AAA, for the award. It's been 10 years since I came to the States, and it can be lonely, can be very lonely being an animation artist. So this award really made me feel very special, and this thing really tonight I'm totally honored, and so a lot of thanks to AAA Foundation again, and especially Jeff Adachi, for organizing, such an event. And also, thanks to, the 300, Disney artists that worked with me on Mulan. And each of them should deserve deserve recognition as much as I do. So this is for them as well. And also thanks to my dear friends and folks who came tonight to root for me. And where are you? I can see you. So, yeah, thank you all. Thank you.
Our next honoree is known as the mother of hip-hop. And how an Asian American woman made it to the top of the rock and rumble rock and, they're testing me. The rock and rumble world of rap music using glasses. I'm taking a chance here. I refuse to go into that reading glasses mode. I'm just going to go blind. I'm just going to guess what it says. Make it up. But apparently, how she made it to where she is right out of Ripley's Believe It or Not, I'm told. Yes, that's right. And here to tell you about how she did that is a radio personality, co-anchor of KTVU's coverage of the Chinese New Year's Parade, the author of several books, and the upcoming book, Not Fade Away, Mr. Ben Fong Torres.
Yo, 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 yo. What the dealio? My homies. Getting to this weird, wacky hip-hop thing, It is a wonderful pleasure to be here tonight. Glamorous people, wonderful talent, delicious food, a chance to say hi to socks, that's always nice, and free phone cards. I got enough to shuffle already. It is not enough to have talent. To make it, you need to be seen and heard, not just by an audience, but by the right one person in the audience the talent scout, the ears, which brings us to tonight's next Golden Ring honoree. Anne Carly began her career as an interpreter for a David Bowie concert in Japan. That's kind of wacky, doing sign for a China girl. But back in New York City, she became vice president of artist development at Jive Records, where she helped develop the careers of A Tribe Called Quest, A Flock of Seagulls, An Ocean Called Billy, R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly, I Believe I Can Touch the Sky. And most of all, a young rap artist named Will Smith. In her 11 years of overseeing the creative arm of Jive Zamba Records, Anne helped the company to become one of the largest music powers in the world. She has also been the creative force behind the soundtracks for the films Boomerang, A Low Down Dirty Shame, and Menace to Society. Sounds like a triple bill of Clint Riley movies. Yeah, you're going to vote for him. In 1994, Anne produced the independent film I Like It Like That, which was the directing debut of Darnell Martin. Most recently, Anne was the executive producer for the soundtrack of Men in Black, which won Grammy, American Music, and MTV Music Awards. She also executive produced Will Smith's solo album, Big Willie's Style. Anne Carly is the president of Will Smith Enterprises. And now, through the magic of video, here are a couple of people who have worked with Anne Carly over the years.
Congratulations, Anne. Because Anne really influenced us. You know, like with my music, the type of music that I make, Anne was there in the very beginning.
Yes, she was.
Anne was there in 1986 when I first started making rap records professionally. And a lot of you may not know it, but Anne Carly is like a real rap connoisseur. She's like a serious, hardcore rapper. If she were to rap, she was Tokyo Rose. That was her hip-hop name back in the day.
Really?
She was Tokyo Rose. Absolutely. So we just want, and Jada, how did Anne inspire you?
Well, Anne helped me really get a project called When Willows Touch, project that I had for nearly 6 years up and going. We actually got a green light because of Anne, and it will be the first movie that I actually produce with Anne. And you know, I think you're an incredibly talented, intelligent woman.
And sexy.
And you deserve this award.
And she's warm and generous and caring. Congratulations, Anne.
Congratulations, Anne. We love you.
Tonight, the Asian American Arts Foundation recognizes one fly woman for her passion for music and for musicians, and for her commitment to help artists achieve their visions. A golden ring and a big hand, please, for Anne Carly.
I'm shocked. And I was a big fan of Ben Fong Torres. I used to read his articles in Rolling Stone magazine, like a Bible, when I was a kid, wanting to get into the music business. Not really a kid. I want to thank the Asian American Arts Foundation. I think this is a wonderful thing. It is wonderful to be recognized by your community, as some of the other honorees have said before. I've worked a lot in African American pop culture. A lot of my career has been there. And I've been recognized there, but to be recognized by an Asian American arts is a fantastic thing for me. It's really, my mother is unbelievably proud. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mother, who came to this country. She was grew up in the war in Japan, and she came here in her 20s. And she said to me, quite amazingly, I think, for a young woman of her background, she said, "You can do anything you want to. Different doesn't mean bad. It means special. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever let anybody tell you who you are. Only you can know that. Only you can determine that." And it's been those words that have led me through my career. That and the words of a lot of rap records. I also want to thank the many, many artists, whether they're singers or songwriters, producers, rappers, writers, directors, actors, who have, whom I've worked with, whose lives have touched mine, and you know, because it's been wonderful, and it's continuing to be wonderful. I can't believe this. Thank you so much. And Jeff Adachi, thank you very much. I just met him for the first time tonight, and I think you're doing a wonderful job, and I'll volunteer for next year. Okay.
Our next act is what they call alternative rock, British pop. Of course, served Filipino style. How else? Fresh from the heart and soul of Daly City. That's our Motown, Daly City. Let's hear it from Julie Plug.
Suddenly I could cry. Suddenly I could touch the sky. What I don't understand is on my own. Come with me. I don't want to fall out of the sky. I need to hang on to my dear life. If you help me, I can survive. If you'll be with me, if you'll be with me. Take me out on a trip this Sunday. Hold my hand and I will give you all that I can give. All that I can give. Take me out on a trip this Sunday. Hold my hand and I will give you all that I can give. All that I can give to you now. Suddenly I could cry, and suddenly I could touch the sky. What I don't understand is on my own hand. You'll come with me. I don't want to fall out of the sky. I need to hang on to my dear life. If you help me, I can survive. If you'll be with me, if you'll be with me. Take me out on a trip this Sunday. Hold my hand and I will give you all that I can give. All that I can give. Take you'll be with me. Take me out on a trip this Sunday. Hold my hand and I will give you all that I can give. All that I can give. Take me out on a trip this Sunday. Hold my hand and I will give you all that I can give. All that I can give to you now. To you now. To you now. To you now.
Entertainment. 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 Is anybody out there ready for some entertainment? You know, my old man used to say, we live for food and sleep. But I say, we live for entertainment. What do you say? Hi, folks, I'm Charlie Lowe. And you know, when I was growing up in Nevada, my old man used to take me into town to see those old vaudeville shows. Oh, I remember one time seeing this act called The Incredible Woos. That's right, a Chinese vaudeville act in the 1920s. Can you believe that? When I saw that, my eyes almost popped out of my head. And then out came this lady, this Chinese lady. Oh, everybody in the audience started to squirm. They were saying, what was this Chinese lady doing in the middle of Nevada about to sing a song? Oh, they were laughing and calling her names. But then she opened her voice, and this amazing sound came out. Whoo! The temperature in the room jumped 20 degrees. I said, you know, boy, that's something, being able to move people that way. And boy, she could sing. So when I came to San Francisco, I decided to open a Chinese-American nightclub. Well, it was either that or selling insurance. That's right, a Chinese-American nightclub. The only one in the country, as far as I heard. And I called it the Forbidden City. Now, remember, they called us Orientals back then. Come to think of it, we called ourselves Orientals back then. I guess we didn't think much about it. Well, anyway, my point is, I used to love going out to the nightclubs and seeing the shows. The only trouble was, you never saw any Oriental people in them. And I said to myself, you know, we gotta change that. I mean, we got a voice. We got 2 feet. It's not like we can't be entertainers, huh? And it wasn't like we didn't exist. It was just that we didn't have a place to go, a place to perform. And that's what the Forbidden City was all about.
Hi, Charlie. I'm Minnie from Minnesota, the only Chinese-American family in my town. I heard about the Forbidden City from my Aunt Wilma. She's kind of the black sheep of my family. She told me there was this place in San Francisco where the Chinese dance and sing. And, oh yeah, I'm a singer. They call me the Chinese Billie Holiday. Hey, you know the song, The Very Thought of You? The mere idea of you, the longing here for you, you'll never know how long the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love.
Well, kid, you've got the job.
I got the job?
Yeah.
Hello, San Francisco, and goodbye, Minnesota.
My name's Tony. Tony Wing. I'm a little shy, but they call me the Chinese Fred Astaire. You know, Fred Astaire. I love to dance. No formal training, but I watch the talkies, you know, the movies. Every new movie is a new lesson for me. My dad thought I was crazy. He really thought I was nuts when I decided to go to Hollywood. He was probably right about the Hollywood. They didn't have much use for me except for a Chinese New Year. But when I heard about the Forbidden City, I said, now's my chance. Chance to prove myself.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie.
That's the real reason why I love the business. Well, we opened up...
Hey, big boy. I'm here to be a star. And after I'm through here, I'm going straight down to Hollywood. Or is it straight up from here? Anyway, I'm clear about one thing. I'm here to be a star. Move aside, Anime Wong. Here comes Dorothy Tong.
And that's how we started out. In a year or so, we had a full floor show, chorus girls and everything. $1.50 for a good show and a good Chinese meal. Most nights, the bar was 4 deep. It took you 30 minutes just to get a drink. We were seating 2,200 people a night. Mostly guailos and sailors by the hundreds. I guess we kind of scared the Chinese folks away. And it didn't help at all when Dorothy over here posed nude for one of those magazines.
Ah, Charlie, but it was great for business. And I did look good.
But what people really came for was the entertainment. Oh, yeah, they wanted to see Chinese people doing the things that they didn't think Chinese people could do. They mostly saw us as laundrymen and cooks. But when they came into the Forbidden City, dreams are made of. But I guess even a good thing can't last forever. And after 25 years, I had to close the place down. Well, things had changed. People stopped going out to the nightclubs. Well, at least nightclubs like the Forbidden City. And then there was television. Well, why would anybody pay good money to go to see a show when you could sit at home and be entertained by a little box that talked? Oh, I could never figure that one out. So I went back to selling insurance and taking tour buses up to Reno. I guess that was my way of staying in the business. Well, you know, the business of entertainment. You know, some of the acts from the Forbidden City, they went on to bigger and better things. Oh, yeah, they made it without the Forbidden City. Once they proved themselves, they knew they had the talent, and they went out there and did it. They just needed somebody to give them a chance. And I guess I'm a little bit proud of that. So, for any of you who dare, who want to be in the business, you keep singing, you keep dancing, and keep the dream alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Kelvin Hundy and the Forbidden City Players in their tribute to the Forbidden City nightclub and the amazing man behind the dream, Charlie Lowe. And it is our pleasure tonight to acknowledge some of the original Forbidden City performers. Would you please stand? Original performers, come on! Thank you so much for coming. And now, to present the Golden Ring Award in the memory of this great man, Charlie Lowe, is the legendary entertainer herself, Pat Suzuki.
Although Charlie was best known for operating one of San Francisco's most successful nightclubs, he was a man of many talents. He started one of the first stock brokerage houses in San Francisco and was one of the first Chinese to be admitted to both stock exchanges. He fought for the establishment of the first Chinese schools in California. He was also an avid polo player, and he served as president of San Francisco's Polo Club. And in all of his successes, he never forgot those who were less fortunate. He gave generously over the years to charities, and many community benefits were held at the Forbidden City nightclub during its 23-year history. When Charlie Lowe died in 1989, part of this city's great history passed with him. Tonight, we honor Charlie Lowe for his courage, his unique personality, and his charm, and for helping generations of entertainers realize their dreams. Here to accept the Golden Ring Award on Charlie's behalf is his daughter, Joyce Lowe.
You know, this moment would have been so much sweeter if my father had been here to accept this award himself. You know, it's been 10 years since the Forbidden City documentary film was released to the public. He died 3 months before that occurred. But since then, many of the performers and Forbidden City have been honored throughout the years. But tonight, I think my father would have known this as a very special moment for him, because this is a tribute to him and his life's work. He did it with great love and great passion. And to the Asian American Arts Foundation, I thank you on his behalf. Thank you.
Even before Wayne Wang made the groundbreaking film Chan is Missing, Asian American filmmakers have striven to express themselves and the experience of Asian Americans through the powerful medium of film. Tonight, we recognize 4 filmmakers and their work through the first Best Asian American Independent Film Award. Here to introduce the nominees are one of my first heartthrobs, Mr. James Shigeta and Miko Taka.
Good evening, Miko. How are you
Jimmy.
tonight?
Fine, thank you. I'm honored and thrilled to be here on this program tonight.
Miko and I first met in Japan when she was filming Sayonara with Marlon Brando.
And you were making a poignant film, Bridge to the Sun, with Carol Baker.
Well, we first started our film debuts together, and that was 19...
Stop right there. Let's go on with the show.
Okay. Well, now let's get on to tonight's award. There are 4 films which have been nominated for this award.
I understand that the winning film was selected by a panel of filmmakers, including cinematographer Hiro Narita and the Emmy winner David File, and also by the popular vote through the internet.
Our first nominee is My America, or Honk If You Love Buddha, by Renee Tajima Pena. This film follows the filmmaker on a road trip throughout America as she meets an interesting array of people, including beat artist and actor Victor Wong, civil rights activist Yuri Kochiyama, and Korean-American rappers.
I was born about 2 blocks from Wrigley Field. Mom and Dad were the Japanese version of Ozzie and Harriet. Every summer we piled into the Ford Fairlane and took off for the open road. But I noticed something odd. We drive clear across 5 states and never catch a glimpse of another Asian face. What's this, Victor?
This must be the first street of the Chinatown. I'm pretty sure of it. That's why they call it Tongyan guy. You know, in the old days, you say, "What are you?" You says, "I'm a Tongyan," meaning I'm a man of the Tang Dynasty. My name, for instance, is Wong, Dai To Wong, meaning I'm a person from the Yellow River Valley. I'm a very old dude.
Chinatown, my Chinatown.
Victor was born right here, the heir to a new dynasty. His father was Sir King Wong, the man who once cornered the MSG monopoly of all America, and he was the mayor of Chinatown.
And these were all the politicians that ran Chinatown. In the middle of it, there's my father.
Ding-ling, coin, coin, coin. Chinatown, my Chinatown, where the lights are low.
Our next nominated film is Shopping for Fangs by Quentin Lee and Justin Lin.
This film is about a man who thinks he's turning into a werewolf.
My hair seems to be growing pretty fast lately.
Oh, it's nothing that a shave and a haircut can't cure, Braid.
Yeah, but I have to shave practically every hour.
Well, your testosterone level is a bit high.
What does that mean?
Besides the hair growth, have you felt any different?
What do you mean?
Mood swings, tension?
Some, I guess.
Well, there was this researcher who was studying birds on a deserted island. And he was there for a year. And during that year, he noticed that he had no contact with any other human beings. And he particularly missed the company of women. As the date of his return home approached, he noticed that his hair growth had also increased substantially. Phil, maybe you ought to think about releasing all that tension.
The third nominated film is Yellow by Chris Chan Lee.
It tells a story of 8 college graduates who spend an evening trying to prepare and replace money stolen from one of their friends.
Hi. Okay. You want something? Oh, yeah. Okay, you pick what you want. What do you want? You got jelly donut?
Well,
What do they do? Any kind of maybe lemon donut?
Lemon?
Lemon.
Nope.
What's this?
It's not lemon.
Well, when are you going to have lemon?
Tomorrow morning.
When?
6.
6.
The final film nominated for this award is Fakin' the Funk by Tim Che, about a Chinese kid who is adopted by an African-American family in the South, who then moved to South Central Los Angeles.
Guess who? I'm so sorry I'm late. Did you find the place okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it took a lot of transfers, but yeah.
Bus transfers?
Well, my family just moved to LA, so I haven't got a ride yet.
You should have told me. I would have given you a ride.
Ah, Karen! Oisashi desu ne.
お久しぶりですね。この人はジュリアンさんです。
Ah, dozo, yoroshiku. Yeah, dozo, man. Sake, for you. Oh, yeah, dozo, man.
No, are you all right?
Maybe he only drink water.
I'm really glad you asked me out.
Yeah? Me too.
Julian, you seem to know a lot about the hood.
Well, you seem to know a lot about the Japanese.
Well, I'm taking Japanese at my college. In fact, next year I'll be going to Japan.
Ah, very good, Karen. Oh, that's cool, because I was planning to take a trip too.
Really? Where?
Well, I was going to go take a pilgrimage to Africa. You know, so I can find out more about my roots and stuff.
And the winner is...
Oh, yes, I have the envelope right here.
Come on,
No,
let's
no,
have it.
wait
Let's
a
have
minute.
it.
No, just let's take our time about this.
I'm very nervous.
No, we'll be real cool about this. Okay, Jimmy, wait a minute. Hold on. And here you are.
Me. And the winner is Chris Chan Lee.
Come on, Chris, where are you?
Wow, thank you very much. I'm really honored, and thanks to the Asian American Arts Foundation. And also to my cast and crew who, were my collaborators and my inspiration. Would not have been able to make this film without them. And actually, Amy Hill was the very first person, cast or crew to commit to this project. So I really, want to give a special thanks to Amy for her continued support. And I'd like to thank my family for their love and support, and for letting me go to film school, and for kind of taking not becoming what they wanted me to become. And I'd like to thank all of you for supporting and your involvement and your support of the, Asian Americans in arts, and I hope that we can all spread the word, because certainly I know that a lot of my fellow filmmakers and I and other artists or actors, performers, we really need more help from the community and hopefully just as well as from the industry or all that. But we want to be recognized as a voice in this society, and I really appreciate this encouragement, and I hope that we can all keep moving forward. Thanks very much.
Huge fan of Chris Chan Lee. It's very funny. That's exactly how he directs too. I think maybe if you try to sniff the donuts. That would be good, I think. I totally gave myself over to him. Our next performer hails from New York, where she received critical acclaim as a solo recitalist and chamber musician and champion of American new music. She received her doctorate from the Juilliard School and was the winner of the Paul Kochanski Prize for Outstanding Merit. Accompanied by famed arranger, composer, and pianist Dick Gallagher, let's hear it for Mia Wu. So talented. Well, our next award recipient is a very dangerous man. Yeah, and I'm not talking Shaft. And he's not from Daly City. He's an actor, director, and producer who just happens to have a 5th-degree black belt in Taekwondo, a 3rd-degree black belt in Hapkido, and a 1st-degree black belt in Kendo. And here to introduce this dangerous man is yet another dangerous man, the star of Mortal Kombat, Robin Shou. Woo!
Evening. I'm not wearing any belt tonight. So, Philip Reed began studying martial arts when he was 4 years old. Martial arts would become his passion. Philip earned a 5th-degree black belt in Taekwondo, a 3rd-degree black belt in Hapkido, and a 1st-degree black belt in Kendo. Philip's love for martial arts was only equaled by his love for film. Determined to put the two together, he followed in the footsteps of his uncle, who was a prominent film director in Korea. However, because Philip realized that few opportunities existed for Asian American lead actors in traditional Hollywood films, he began creating, writing, producing his own films. With 3 film students from USC and a shoestring budget, Philip wrote his first film called Ninja Turf. Ninja Turf, okay. I did the sequel, no, but... After completing another action film, Philip decided to do a film based on his true life experience of representing the United States for the Olympic competition in Korea in 1980. After Philip wrote the script, he convinced acting heavyweights James Earl Jones and Eric Roberts to co-star with him in the film. He called it The Best of the Best. It was a remarkable story about courage, strength, and a determination to win. The film was a huge success. Over the next 6 years, Philip wrote and starred in 3 sequels. Philip starred in, wrote, directed, produced the last film in the series, Best of the Best Without Warning, which was released in 1998 by Miramax Film. And also, Philip have an upcoming project which he's directing Joe Pesci in a family drama called Me Again. In this clip, Philip tells us why he chose to become a filmmaker and how he went about doing it.
I did not have a lot of role models like that. And maybe that is one of the reasons that I got into the film business, because all the heroes that's being portrayed on the screen were everybody other than Asian Americans. And I asked myself, why is that? And so I kind of wanted to change that. Something was burning inside of me saying, I need to change this. So that's why I think I pursued what I was pursuing.
I'm going to have to hit the gym tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Asian sensation, best of the best, Mr. Philip Reed.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Since everybody's carrying cars, I decided to carry a cell phone. Actually, this cell phone, the person on the other line is my wife, who very much wanted to be here this evening. But she couldn't make it because she was going to be a mommy. Did you hear that, honey? Okay, that's for you. So everybody say, hello, Amy. That's what you love. Okay, I'll talk to you later. She loves me. And talking about moms, I wanted to share a very special story with you because this award is a very special award for me. And ever since I was a little kid, I just loved movies. And we were living in Alameda many years ago in 1969. And my brother and I, we wanted to see a movie called, it was at the time called Patton. And we asked my mom, please take us to the movies. And she said, I will, honey, I will. And a week passed by, she didn't take us to the movies. A second week passed by, and she still didn't take us to the movies. So I said, Mom, you got to take us to the movies. He's going to be gone. And she said, okay, let's go. So we got on the bus. We went into a theater. At that time, there was no like cineplexes or anything like that. It was just a theater in the middle of nowhere. And we went into the theater, and my mother paid for my brother and I. And then we went in, and I noticed my mother not coming in. So I said, Mom, how come you're not coming in? And she says, oh, honey, don't worry. I got some things to do, so you guys enjoy yourself. So my brother and I looked at each other and said, okay. So we went in, and after we came out, after 2.5 hours later, sure enough, my mother was there. We had a great day. She picked us up, got on the bus, we went home. What a great day. And then something that I realized after a couple of years later, I overheard my mother talking to her sister. And she recalled a time when she didn't have enough money to let not only have my brother and I go to the movies, but she didn't have enough money for herself to go in. So she walked around the block for about 2.5 hours by herself. I mean, here's a woman who speaks 5 different languages, and she knows all the symphony, in which major, which minor it was in the key of notes. And I mean, a brilliant woman, but she gave it all up for my brother and I, Simon. And so tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to not only my mother and my father, but my brother, but also all the mothers and fathers who have dedicated so much of your lives to us. And for that, because of that, I think we walk with a sense of pride and confidence and with dignity. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, honey. Yeah, I'll see you back in LA. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I'm sure the award is lovely. Thank you. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. All right. To present the award to our next recipient is the star of the soon-to-be-released film, Snow Falling on Cedar. It's about a Japanese-American man charged with murder against the background of the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. Please welcome Rick Yoon.
How are you? Damn. It's inspiring seeing so many beautiful Asian people under one roof. Uh-oh. What's your name? I'm kidding. Tonight I'm here to present a very special award. The Anna May Wong Award of Excellence was created in 1995 in the memory of one of the first Asian American screen actors. She was a silent film actress who starred in over 30 feature films. Now, Anna May Wong, being the first, faced a lot of great obstacles and paved the path for actors like myself and the very special woman who we're honoring tonight. An actress who Anna May Wong would be extremely proud of, and who, as a child, wanted to change her name to either Doris or Maggie because she loved Doris Day movies and Anne Margaret films, but kept Ming-Na Wen because she felt that more Asian people and more Asian names should be heard. A graduate of Carnegie Mellon University, Ming-Na Wen first became known for her critically acclaimed role as June in Wayne Wang's film The Joy Luck Club. Her subsequent film roles have reaffirmed her desire to play strong, complex, and non-stereotypical characters. In One Night Stand, Ming-Na played the wife of a two-timing husband who does a little two-timing herself. In the international hit Street Fighter, Ming-Na played the female fighting lead opposite Jean-Claude Van Damme. And after being named as one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful, Ming-Na landed the role and is returning, not as a nurse, but as an ambitious medical student, Deb Chen, on ER. She then played Trudy, the hip Soho gallery owner on NBC's The Single Guy. And in addition to her film and television work, Ming-Na also continued her love of theater, performing in David Mamet's Speed the Plow, and most recently made her Broadway debut in David Henry Hwang's Golden Child. However, Ming-Na had one other important goal she wanted to accomplish, a goal that would make one of her childhood wishes come true.
You know, she's just a spunky, youthful, vital person, and she just wants to be herself, and that's what the story is. You know, it's about the fact that if you're true to who you are, you will accomplish a lot more than if you try to fake it through life.
Ming-Na Wen is the voice of Mulan, a young Chinese woman who finds the courage to defy tradition and bring honor to her family.
They show me the storyboard, so there's just these pages of drawings, sketches of what is going on in the storyline. And that really helps me.
There are plenty of young men to fight for China.
You took away my victory!
No! I did.
The soldier from the mountains. So what's the plan? You don't have a plan?
Hey, I'm making this up as I go.
I think it's the highest form of creativity that I've had the pleasure of being involved with.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the 1999 Golden Ring Award to a beautiful, intelligent, empowered, sexy Asian American woman. So sexy, she's also referred a lot of times as Ming-Na Fine. Please help me welcome Ming-Na Wen.
I am really proud to have been the voice of Mulan, and I'm even more proud to be receiving the Anna May Wong Award. When I read the program, that the reason why this award was also dedicated to her was because she was so embittered that she finally gave up on the business. It made me realize how I wish she was around today to see what is happening in this industry and how she helped to pave the way. And, you know, there is another memory that Hollywood have of her, and if you go in Hollywood and you drive through Hollywood Boulevard, you will see this not very pretty statue, but it's a statue of these four women with a very strange kind of like Paris thing on top of them that they're holding on top of their head. But that aside, Anna May Wong is one of the women represented of the four. So I think this award means so much more because as an actress, you're just striving to do your job, and to be recognized this way is very, very special. Mulan also had a great impact
with the Asian American community. It was a gift of a beautiful legend from China, and Disney was able to present it as a beautiful gift to the rest of the world. And I'm just really happy that she came to life. And I hope I just keep working, and I hope that all you out there continue to support Asian American Arts Foundation, because I know I will. And it's a really, really worthy program. And thanks to Jeff Adachi. And I also want to thank my mom, my wonderful father, and my beautiful family and friends that's sitting out in the audience. Thank you.
Some people, they call me Amala, Amester, the fabulous Amy Hill. Yeah. And recently I've done several of these kinds of events with Ming Na, and I realized that part of her name was missing at some of these events and in some of the press that has gone out. Because you know what, she's sort of simplified. Now, she is really simply known as Ming Na. Hey, that's pretty cool. So from now on, remember this, everyone. You just saw Ming Na Wen, but from now on, you'll be saying Ming Na. I don't know, I'm just trying to be deep or something, I guess. Internalize the Wen. Be with it, just don't say it out loud. You'll notice the rest of it from now on. You know, like when Roseanne Barr became Roseanne Arnold, and then she became Roseanne, and I think Ming Na's not going to do any of that stuff. She's just going to stick with the, oh my God, the fog's coming in again. What is it, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon? We've done this show overnight, and maybe that's telling me that the next performers are in fact ready. You didn't think I was trying to fill or anything, did you? The next performers have one of the hottest albums out this summer, and you know what? They're not from Daly City. They're from Vallejo, California. These 5 Filipino women find time to go to school, work, write songs, record an album, and guess what? They perform at concerts as well. It's so nice to be young. They are One Voice.
I know you want me. I got your mind paralyzed.
Are in your dreams? Are you thinking of it all the time? What does it mean? Do you fantasize? You're surprised, and there I am, making you realize that deep inside wanna be my man. Are you still playing childish games or all grown up? Because my appetite says too much is not enough. I'm curious and I don't mean to make a fuss, but I think about you. Do you think about us? When you think about me? Do you think about us? Do you think about us? Falling in love. Falling in love. Do you wanna get with me? Tell me, when you think about me. Do you think about us? Do you think about us? And making love. Do you wanna get with me? When you think about me. Tell me, do you think about me? When you daydream, does Sweet Marie stay on your mind? Or do you find yourself myself wishing you were here by my side. Do you wonder if it's possible to get me alone? Why don't you hit me on my pager or my cell telephone? When you're at the club, is there no one else that's turned you on? The way you're looking at me, I can tell you wanna get it on. I'm curious and I wanna feel the heat of your touch. Do you think about you? Do you think about us? When you think about me, do you think about us? Do you think about us? Falling in love with me, with me, with me. Do you think about us? Think about us, baby, and making love. When you think about me, do you think about us? Do you think about us? Falling in love. Do you wanna get with me, right here with me? Do you think about us? Tell me. And making love. Do you wanna get with me? When you think about, when you think about, think about, think about, when you think about me. When you think about, think about, when you think about, think about, think about, when you think about me. Do you think about us? Falling in love. Do you wanna get with me, with me?